Hey everyone, I'm here with Norman Jester. Norman was one of our very first, I think number 2 bioptic drivers here in Arizona. So he's going to give us just a little bit of history about how he got involved with bioptic driving and everything, and how he ended up being one of our guinea pigs. All right, how did you get going?
So originally when Dr. Lynn Noon, who's since retired, I was a patient of hers, and she said, you would be a very good candidate of bioptic driving. I'd been using bioptics for work, working on computers, and she said, come in my office. This 2006, the law will have changed. We'll be able to get you started. So I went to her office, did all the paperwork, went to DMV, got my permit, and then immediately reached out to Jenny and group, and that's kind of where I got started in that process.
So you started training with us right after getting your permit in about January of 2006.
Correct.
And then we did all of your training, and you were finally licensed in July
2006.
Of 2006. And so that was here in Phoenix, or in the metro area. And where do you live now?
I live in Delaware. I have lived in Delaware, Texas, Nebraska, and of course Arizona.
And what sort of driving have you done over these last 20 years?
Almost everything that normal people would do, and I say normal because I go state highways, city highways, interstates, freeways, toll roads. I've moved myself across country multiple times for my work. I also have gone camping, kayaking, and kind of just have a good old time driving. My independence has blossomed from nothing to where I'm now out and about doing everything.
So you trailer your camper?
Yeah. Yeah, I pull a trailer camper. It's an A-frame. It's about 20 foot long. Don't recommend it for everybody because you got to feel comfortable with it. Just like any vehicle, you have to feel comfortable in that vehicle.
Are there any things that you avoid doing when you're driving?
I try to avoid some of the real country roads, meaning that they don't have striped lines or some sort of road pavement markings. Just because the contrast is not always there. But if it's a road I've driven on or been on since I was a kid, I might go on it, but a lot slower. So I try to avoid those. But other than that, there's no restrictions I have at this point for me.
So your diagnosis and your driving skill allow you to drive at night, during the day,
all roads,
on the freeways,
all speeds.
All speeds. Yep.
Good.
Okay. What was a challenge that you had when we were doing your driver training?
Finding the time and the opportunity to get practice.
And getting out there.
Yes.
What was your very first vehicle?
I don't remember the exact year, but it was a Buick Century, and it was one of actually Jenny's old cars that she was getting rid of.
And it was just a car that you had driven and were very comfortable in, and it all happened to work.
Yes, it did.
Yep. What sort of advice might you give to somebody who has never driven, maybe is starting to drive a little older, not 16, little further in age, but the impact that it might have on them?
Yeah, so it's a good point. I was 34 when I got my driver's license, so I was a lot more mature, a lot more patient and understanding of what has to happen. So my recommendation or strategy I would recommend is be patient with yourself, know what your abilities are. If you're not comfortable, don't do it or ask for help, because if you're not comfortable with it, you're going to put yourself and somebody else in danger.
For sure. And so Norman's come down to Phoenix. We're sitting here in his rental car, so he uses his driver's license just like any of us would. Picked up his rental car, was here for the weekend.
Yes.
Headed back to snowy Delaware right now.
Yes.
Yeah. I really appreciate this.
Thank you
so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years on the road, huh?
Yes.